Zaccura! Hello, it's Zaccura and welcome back to my channel. And it's not Easter today. Actually, Easter was moved from this Sunday to next Sunday. So yeah, just to let you guys know in case you thought it was Easter today. April Fools! No, but seriously, how can there be April Fool's Day and Easter on the same day? Like, you can't have two holidays on one day. That's illegal. The problems I have to deal with, people. Anyway, enough of that. So today's video is another Artist Guild collab. Woohoo! If you guys don't know what the Artist Guild is, then you're probably pretty new here because I've already done 2 of these Artist Guild collabs. But basically, the Artist Guild is just a group of art buddies that we have on Twitter, and we're all pretty small artists and we support each other, and it's just really great. Sometimes we do these collaborations together. So this is the 3rd one that we've done so far. The first one was for Valentine's Day. No, that was not the first one. The first one was Butterflies for Blue Monday. The second one was You Stole My Heart for Valentine's Day. And this time, it's the Rabbit's Secret for Easter. So basically, everyone who's participating in this collab had to draw something that related to that theme, that prompt, which is the rabbit's secret. And beyond that, you can draw whatever the heck you want. As always, I'll have the links to everyone's channels, those who have channels, in the description box, as well as everyone's Twitter and so forth. Yeah, so go and check them out because they're all really awesome artists and really awesome peeps. And I say that like every time, don't I? Like, this is I don't even script these things, but I always say that. Really awesome artists and really awesome peeps. But really, that's what they are. That's what you guys are. Because I know you're watching this. So when it came to my illustration, I didn't really have time to get to it until only a few days ago, and I didn't really know what I was going to do. I didn't really have any ideas for the rabbit's secret. I was like, well, what am I gonna do? But I kind of know this from myself, from my experience, that I tend to get ideas when I start thumbnailing. So once I started thumbnailing in my sketchbook, I very quickly had an idea. And it was, you know, partially inspired by a certain scene from a certain cartoon, you know? Gary! But yeah, so the idea is that the rabbit was watching something on his TV, which of course I made a like old ray tube box TV because those TVs have the rabbit ears, you know, the antenna. Yeah, and I made them literal rabbit ears. I know. Yeah, clever. Kind of, maybe. But anyway, yeah, so he's watching something on the TV, and then, like, I don't know, maybe it's Easter, or maybe it's not Easter, maybe it's just some day, but basically Santa, the leprechaun, and the tooth fairy decided to go hit up his house and be like, yo, man, you want to go hang out? Let's go hang out, because we're buddies, right? And then they open up his door, and lo and behold, they see what he was watching, and the rabbit, the Easter rabbit, is in shock. No, it's not what it looks like. Don't, no, it's not what it looks like. So yeah, I mean, I think you guys can probably guess as to the kind of content you may be watching on that television. Clearly, he's watching the Teletubbies, because only that show would evoke that kind of reaction from the Tooth Fairy and Santa and the Leprechaun, right? Though that carrot may say otherwise. Moving on. After I had the idea down in my sketchbook, I did it on my watercolor paper, and it was a lot of fun to do this illustration. I had fun designing the different things in this house, like the TV that I mentioned, which has rabbit ears and a tail, and his couch, which is like a carrot couch, and the door, which is kind of like shaped like an egg. You know, yeah, it was fun to to draw his home. But halfway through this illustration, I began to realize that there was something about it that looked very familiar to a certain other illustration that I did some time ago that also kind of had to do with someone walking in on a dude. Yeah, okay, the cookie jar one. Yeah, I mean it's basically in like the exact same composition. I plagiarized my own work. What can I say? I like drawing people getting caught doing something they wish they didn't get caught at. Yeah, 'cause that's a thing. And yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say about this illustration, to be honest. I did it all, well, not all, but I did it mostly in watercolor. At first I was just going to do it completely in watercolor, but then I needed more saturated shadows, and you know, me being impatient with watercolor, I was not gonna wait and do multiple layers like a normal watercolor artist. Nah. I was just gonna pull out my Copic markers and cheat. I've been doing this a lot. Most of my illustrations have been done on watercolor paper because I think I'm gonna do it in watercolor, and then I end up falling back on my Copics, and that's really bad because watercolor paper sucks up the ink so much, and I know I'm wasting so much of my Copic ink, but what can you do? I always tell myself, like, oh, I'm just gonna put a little Copic, you know, just a little shading here, and then bam, I end up doing like all of the shading with the Copic markers. But yeah, guess what? You don't want to know what my new phone home screen is. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun to do this illustration. I got the lights, just like I did for Valentine's Day. I had the heart lights. This time I had like these various lights that have like flowers and dragonflies and leaves, and I don't know what that has to do with Easter, but yeah, that works. And I also got this eraser. So I got this pack of erasers that like they wrap around your pencil, and it's supposed to look funky, like these novelty erasers, like there's a snake and a monkey and whatever. And I was digging through it because I was like, hey, I gotta do this Easter thing, maybe there's a rabbit in there. And lo and behold, there was a rabbit. Or at least I think it's a rabbit. I hope it's a rabbit. To be honest, it looks more like a frog. It's a rabbit because it has the ears, but it has like frog legs. And what is with that face? What is this abomination, guys? I mean, and then where's the pencil going through? I mean, just it's disturbing. And once I found it, I was just like, oh, I have to put this in a video. I mean, it must be shown to the world. It's too beautifully bootleg. So who's your favorite surprised face? Which surprised face do you think is the best between the Santa, the leprechaun, and the Tooth Fairy? I'll have a poll. It's a very, very important poll. This is like, you guys, you have to vote in this poll. You understand? You understand what I'm talking about? Also, when I was first coming up with this piece, I wasn't sure like who the third person was gonna be, because I was like, okay, yeah, Santa, and then the Tooth Fairy, and then like I ran out of mascots to use because I was not gonna put Jack Frost because that would be too much of Rise of the Guardian reference. So I was like, okay, no, you can't put Jack Frost. And I was like, wait, who else? What else do I put? So I figured I'd put a leprechaun, because that, yeah, yay. So yeah, as always, this collab was a lot of fun, and I'm always really happy to be able to be part of these little collaborations between the Artist Guild, and which, by the way, has been growing even more. It grew last time, and it's grown even more. We have some new members, which is really, really awesome. We have so many people now, and I don't think everyone participated this time, but I think there's still more than last time because we have more members. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it balances it out. I don't know. I can't count. Though I'm recording this before I get the collage. And as always, I was blown away by the creativity of everyone's piece. I mean, it was really, just really fun. I mean, it's such a fun prompt, and it was really funny to see everyone's different take on it, and yeah. Lots of chuckling, lots of laughs. So go check them out, go check out the other videos in this series, in this collage, in this... what's the word? Collab! There you go, that's the word. So that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on upcoming videos. I make new videos every week. If you want to follow me on social media, as well as the Artist Guild, all the links to that will be in the description box where you can follow for daily updates. And until next time, I hope you don't stay awesome. You're not inspired, and not always. April Fools! Okay, yeah, I know. I'm a cheese. I'm not cheesy. I am a cheese. Okay, that's it for now. Until next time, stay awesome, stay inspired always. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter, and yeah, see ya.